Welcome to the first official episode of Morphin Chillin. My name's Caleb, the host and creator of Morphin Chillin. You're gonna find out that I talk with my hands pretty much all of the time. So, I hope you enjoy my hands waving around all over the screen while I'm yapping about Power Rangers. Morphin Chillin is going to be a podcast where we just sit down, chill, and talk about Power Rangers, whether that's the shows, the movies, or the comic books. I'm setting up episodes to bring mutuals from TikTok over here as guests, where we'll just sit down and chat about what got them into Power Rangers. Maybe we'll talk about their favorite Power Rangers, their favorite seasons. Heck, maybe we'll even talk about some hot takes. But while I'm waiting for those dates to get set up, I figured I'd just sit down and film an introduction episode. So let's get into it. Like I said before, my name's Caleb, and I make Power Rangers and comic book content. My username is FirelordCaleb. I am mostly active on TikTok, but you can also find me on YouTube and Instagram. But I've been into Power Rangers since I was a kid. My very first memory when it comes to Power Rangers is Dino Thunder. That was my starter season, and in case you're wondering, Trent Mercer is my glorious GOAT. But I remember having Dino Thunder action figures, I had the Mystic Force Morpher, the SPD Morpher, and because I started at Dino Thunder, I got to go all the way back to the original and work my way up through my childhood. I started reading and collecting comic books last year around April-ish, I believe, and when I found out that there's an entire 8-year comic book universe for the Power Rangers, it completely revived my passion for Power Rangers as an adult. And fortunately for me, Power Rangers Prime was hitting the shelves, so it was just perfect timing for me to jump down that rabbit hole and get back into Power Rangers. So I started rewatching all of these seasons, I started picking up Power Rangers Prime, which I've absolutely been loving, and I'm devastated that it's getting canceled. But I get it, it's because of sales. A bunch of y'all complain about them redoing Mighty Morphin, but you're not picking up Power Rangers Prime, and that's pretty whack. But regardless, I started rewatching the seasons, reading Power Rangers Prime, and I started reading through all of the Boom Studios comic books that lead up to Darkest Hour, which I haven't done all of that yet. I'm not finished with Darkest Hour. I'm currently at Necessary Evil Deluxe Edition Part 1, but it's been a blast, and I've been enjoying all of it. I've been putting together a Power Rangers shelf right there, which looks like I've got to fix Kimberly and Tommy. Looks like both of those fell. So, awkward. Anyways, going back to Dino Thunder though, not only was it my starter season, but it is definitely my personal favorite season. You've got suits that for sure belong in top 5 cleanest suits of the Power Rangers franchise, and if you disagree with that, I kindly ask you, go take a look at those suits again, because they are so drippy, especially my glorious GOAT, Trent Mercer. But you've got drippy suits, the powers are just as cool as those suits. Connor has super speed, Kira has sonic scream, Tommy Oliver gets to come back to mentor a new team of Rangers. Not only does he come back as the mentor, but he gets to come face to face with another brainwashed evil Ranger, and that is just chef's kiss. Speaking of said evil brainwashed Power Rangers, you know, the glorious Trent Mercer. Trent gets a suit that I would definitely say is the cleanest suit in all of Power Rangers if Lord Draken's suit didn't exist. I'm not saying Lord Draken's is better than Trent's. I would definitely put them as tied, in my opinion. They are just as clean. And while Trent was evil and brainwashed, anytime he showed up, he put straight belt to ass on the Dino Thunder team. I'm talking such heinous level of fades that if I was on the team, I wouldn't even want to go back to base for a mission debrief. I don't even want to talk about it again. Let me go home and go to bed. Don't even bring it up anymore. Because all you're going to do is give me flashbacks of my face hitting the floor. And it's got a theme song that for sure deserves a spot in top 5 Power Ranger theme songs. Power Rangers roar! There's a light in the distance. See them coming closer. Banger. Just a certified banger. And the Dino Thunder Morphers were also insanely tough. And when they weren't rocking them as Morphers, they were disguised on their wrists as these Dino Gem bracelets because the Dino Gems were the source of their powers. Listen. I've already got Trent's Morpher on the way from Etsy. Hear me now, I will also one day have a Dino Gem bracelet. And while I'm already talking about things that I would love to add to the Power Rangers collection, when I tell you that I want Trent Mercer's costume, I'm talking about it in the same way that they talk about greed in the Bible. If it wasn't an arm and a leg from the costumes I've been able to find online, it would be behind me right now, or I'd be wearing it for this podcast. I also got the chance to meet Walter Jones at MyFanX back in September, and it was definitely a 10 out of 10 experience. He's over here signing his autograph, and he stops mid-autograph, and he looks at me, and he goes, "Do you know what time it is?" And I walked right into the joke, because my buddy's got my phone, he's ready to take the pictures, so I'm ready to just make sure that Walter Jones knows what the damn time is. I look at my homie, I'm like, "Do you know what time it is?" And behind me I hear, "It's Morphin time!" I walked right into it. and it was hilarious. I was also able to catch a Power Rangers panel at that same FanX with Walter Jones and Jason Funt, where I just got to sit there and listen to them talk about their experiences making Mighty Morphin Power Rangers compared to making Time Force. Not only did they talk about their time being Power Rangers, but they also gave some pretty great life advice. Life advice that after I heard it, I just sat there and was like, damn, these are some wise dudes. But yeah, I've run out of things to sit here and keep yapping about for the introduction episode. I had hopes that when I sat down and started recording this episode that I'd be able to run through all of my personal favorite Rangers through each of the color categories. But as I sat down to record the episode, I realized that's a lot of pressure. So I think I'd like to be a little bit more prepared than just trying to name it off on the spot. So I'll probably bring that for next week's episode, which, speaking of, I plan to put these out every single week, give you guys a new episode each week. So I'll leave it there. I'll see you guys next week, and until then, may the power protect you.